In the glitzy world of Chinese entertainment, filled with camera flashes and professional smiles, there was one moment that broke through all the pretense. One moment that revealed the most human side of a figure who had always been known as cold, calm, and almost untouchable, Wang Yibo. This time, it wasn't about his stunning motorcycle stunts or his dance moves that captivated millions of hearts. It's about feelings, about jealousy, about an honest reaction he could no longer hide, and all of it triggered by the person who has always been so close to his heart, Xiao Zhan. At a recent public event, fans who were accustomed to observing the subtle interactions between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan immediately noticed something different. Xiao Zhan appeared so warm, smiling broadly, and even laughing as he spoke with another male actor in front of him. The camera accidentally captured Wang Yibo's face, which was not far from there, and in an instant, his expression changed. His gaze was fixed on the interaction, and his previously neutral lips slowly hardened. To the average person, it might have been just a normal expression, but to fans who had been following their dynamics for years, it was Wang Yibo's signature expression of jealousy. No words, no exaggerated movements. Yet from the look in his eyes, the world seemed to tremble. Fans have long suspected that behind Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan's professional partnership lies a much deeper emotional bond. Those who watched the legendary drama The Untamed could feel the extraordinary chemistry between the two. But who would have thought that after all these years, the flame still burns? Wang Yibo is known as someone who doesn't easily show his emotions. But this time, he couldn't hide the discomfort creeping across his face. Spontaneous reactions, stiff expressions, and an indescribable gaze all spoke louder than words. When Xiao Zhan seemed close to others, when the laughter wasn't for him, when Xiao Zhan's attention wasn't on him, Wang Yibo could no longer hide the feeling he might have considered weak: jealousy. It didn't take long for social media to be flooded with short clips of that moment. Hashtags like #YiboJealous and #XiaoZhanReaction quickly dominated the trending topics on Weibo and Twitter. Fans from around the world poured out their analyses, replaying the moments when Wang Yibo's expression changed drastically. "I've never seen him react like that before," wrote a fan. "He really looked hurt. His jealousy is so obvious, but he's still trying to maintain his image." Oh, Yibo. Many also compared it to past moments when Wang Yibo appeared upset if Xiao Zhan was too close to others. It turns out this isn't the first time such a jealous reaction has emerged, but this time, it's more evident than ever. The big question is Xiao Zhan aware of Wang Yibo's reaction? Xiao Zhan, with his warm and open personality, often makes everyone around him feel comfortable. But in the context of his relationship with Wang Yibo, that attitude has become a trigger for underlying emotional conflicts. Does Xiao Zhan intentionally want to see Yibo's reaction? Or does he genuinely not realize that every laugh he shares with others is a small wound in the heart of someone who remains silent? These questions linger in the minds of fans, sparking endless speculation and discussion. Wang Yibo is often portrayed as a mysterious figure, cold, serious, and focused on his career. But behind it all, he is just a normal person. And this time, he showed that even someone like Wang Yibo can be jealous, that he too can feel insecure, that he has a weak spot, and that weak spot is Xiao Zhan. Fans believe that the emotional bond between them cannot be faked. There are too many moments of eyes searching for each other, unnoticed small gestures, and silences that speak louder than words. But that night, the wall began to crack. For a moment, we saw a different Wang Yibo, not the confident, unshakable superstar, but a young man quietly struggling with a suffocating emotion. His eyes were no longer filled with confidence. His gaze was dim, as if holding back something he couldn't bring himself to say. Perhaps it was the fear of loss, or simply the realization that the place in someone's heart he had guarded all this time was slowly being replaced by someone else. Jealousy isn't just about who gets more attention. Jealousy is the subtlest form of unspoken affection, and Yibo, who had always played it safe behind his stoic expression, seemed to lose control this time. He saw Xiao Zhan laughing, but not at him, and that laugh, just for a moment, made his heart waver. For someone who was used to keeping everything tightly locked away, that moment felt like a small, painful betrayal. Perhaps this was the side of Wang Yibo that was rarely seen. Not the one riding a big motorcycle on the racetrack. Not the one standing tall on stage with the spotlight on his face. But a vulnerable Wang Yibo. One who could feel jealousy. One who could feel inadequate. And that was the beauty of his emotions. Because for the first time, he wasn't just an idol, but a human being who could also feel the pain of uncertain love. Was this just an ordinary moment of jealousy? Or is it a sign that their relationship is more complex and deeper than we ever imagined? One thing is certain. Wang Yibo's reaction that night opened a new chapter in the long story of two stars connected by fate, by memories, and by something more than just professional collaboration. Perhaps they will never admit it. Perhaps there will never be an official confirmation. But sometimes, we don't need words to understand that two hearts have touched each other. And when one begins to smile at someone else, the other can only watch from afar, silently, with a feeling that can no longer be hidden. Wang Yibo is jealous, and for the first time, we can all see it. Jealousy is an emotion that's hard to control, especially when it involves two big stars with a long history and emotional connection like Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan. That uncontrollable reaction might not just be an ordinary moment. Maybe it's a message that was never spoken. So what's the next chapter of their story? Does Xiao Zhan notice Yibo's reaction? And will that feeling remain hidden, or will it one day be fully revealed? Share your thoughts in the comments section, because we want to hear your theories. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the exciting continuation of their story. See you in the next video, where hidden emotions finally speak for themselves.